Let's introduce, did you see this?
I couldn't take my eyes off of it. I thought it must be just a drawing, and then I realized that is the real thing.
Isn't that beautiful? That's a Vargas
lady.
drawing, but that's a wonderful back, isn't it?
That is a lady.
There's nothing in the back of there, Doc.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, there is.
We're not going to show it on camera, right?
My God, yes. Bernadette is just so beautiful.
Oh,
let us introduce her. My next guest is the star of television, movies, and nightclubs. She's just completed 4 films in a row, and she's got this new glorious album out. It's called Now Playing. Would you please welcome the lovely and the talented Bernadette Peters.
This is dedicated to the one I love. While I'm far away from you, my baby, I know it's hard for you, my baby, because it's hard for me, my baby, and the darkest hour is just before dawn. Each night before you go to bed, my baby, whisper a little prayer for me, my baby, and tell all the stars above, this is dedicated to the one I love. Life can never be exactly like we want it to be. I can be satisfied just knowing you love me. There's one thing I want you to do, especially for me, and it's something that everybody needs. Each night before you go to bed, my baby, whisper a little prayer for me, my baby, and tell all the stars above, this is dedicated to the one I love. This is dedicated to the one I love. This is dedicated to the one I love. This is dedicated.
That was wonderful.
Thank you. I had fun doing that.
And you look just stunning.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
You leave her alone, Doc. We're going to talk to Bernadette and a lot more in just a moment. It's kind of like a spotlight coming up. We're talking to Bernadette Peters. This, of course, is Bernadette. I'm David Steinberg, in case you hadn't noticed.
I'm trying to count. My feet don't touch the floor, though, on the thing.
Oh, don't bend down.
Oh.
Don't bend down. Are you taped in?
Yeah. I don't know if it's working.
Anyway. Yeah, trust me, it's working.
Okay.
It's working. Do you know what, Bernadette? They tell me that there's something for people who have this, I don't know what it's called, this cetophobia or something.
Yeah.
But they say if I press this...
Yeah? What happens? Oh!
Did a thing come out there?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like the Queen.
Oh, there you go. It is very much
Lady Di
like...
must have these things.
Lady Di has them, too.
Oh, I would think.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrific.
Well, it's What is that?
Why don't you just make sure that everybody can sit in one?
Well, that would be too easy. You're right. That's another way to do that.
I don't know.
Is that a corselet? I don't mean to dwell on them, but is that a corselet?
Yes.
It's great looking. You know why?
Thank you.
Because it looks a little bit like underwear. You know what I mean? By lingerie. Is it lingerie?
Lingerie, sure.
Yeah, isn't that what it...
Well, yes. Although, I mean, there are some that look even more like lingerie than this one.
Well, that's very elegant looking. And,
oh, thank you.
It
Keeps
works.
me intact.
Yes, it does. It does. And us in place. That's wonderful. Bernadette.
Yes, David.
The song you sang was from the 50s. Is that not right?
It's from the 60s, actually, about 61. And I love this song. It was when I was in about the 8th grade, and it was the Shirelles, and it was a big hit. And I loved it, so when I got ready to record again, I recorded it. And it's great when you hear stuff you recorded on the radio. I mean, it's really great when you hear it on the radio, you know, otherwise...
Do you drive around and hear your own song? Is that what you mean?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Does that give you goosebumps and things?
Well, you put it up real loud, and then you realize we stop for a red light, that someone might be... Then you get real kind of shy, because someone might be in the car next to you.
Yes, that could be
And
embarrassing.
they might... So I lower it, you know. I lower it. And then I roll the windows up when I put it on loud again. But it's really...
Could you remember places by songs? And places that you were and moods that you were in?
Definitely.
What's a significant, particularly intimate song that you would like to reveal to us that you remember?
Well, when I hear... It's nothing great, I'm going to tell you.
I'm just interested.
When I hear, listen, ooh, do you want to know a secret? Well, when I remember sitting in I can recreate sitting in the movie theater listening to the Beatles, seeing the Beatles movie. I think it was that song. It was from their first movie. But one of those songs, I feel the air conditioning, I smell the popcorn. It's really weird. But songs do that.
And what about romantic things? Do you not... Do you smell the hot breath breathing down your neck? The clarets,
the clarets.
Clammy hands as Hava Nagila is playing. Senate, all the songs that I was brought up on. That's before your time, I'm sure.
I don't think I remember. I think in those moments my heart was beating so fast that I didn't know what was going on.
That's probably true.
Easy, watch it.
That's all it could do was beat fast. I wasn't allowed to do anything else.
Well, it had a lot of room to beat in.
Is this on the sexist side for men to be dwelling on? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But I guess, what can I do? I dressed like this tonight, so...
It's great. It's great. I'm glad you did. It'll beat the sexist out of us, don't you think, Doc? This will do it once and for all. In fact, we'll hardly notice it for the rest of the show. It's true. I find myself looking above you somehow for fear of being too self-conscious, but you do look so stunning. When was the first time that you sang for the first time, Bernadette? Do you remember?
Yes, I was about 4 years old, and I was a child performer. I was on television.
Is that right? What show?
Well, I was on, oh my goodness, I was on the Horn and Hardest Children's Hour.
I don't remember that. You remember that, Doc?
Yes, in New York City.
In New York City, and I sang Some of These Days. It was a tribute to Sophie Tucker.
I remember you.
No, she said the horn and hard hat, not the horny hard hat.
Oh.
And it was Sophie Tucker.
Yes, it was a tribute to Sophie Tucker. Some of These Days, and I was just on all these feathered hats and things, and it was fun. It was like I was playing dress up, is what I was doing.
How did you get to Sophie Tucker? Like, your influences are so peculiar relative to all the other girls that were around you when you were growing up. I bet they were. When you were in Dames at Sea, you almost started a trend with Dames at Sea. It was before 30s nostalgia had...
It started nostalgia, yes, it did.
Well, where were those influences from?
It's very strange, isn't it? Even as a 4-year-old, that's true. I never thought of that before.
As a 4-year-old, why would you do Sophie Tucker? You know, I can understand Al Jolson. We used to put blackface on our faces like Al Jolson, yes, and open up our mouth like vacuoles, you know, and stand there. I used to do an Al Jolson impression that way.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. That's the man with the... Oh, no, I don't... will be back tomorrow night, and I will do my Al Jolson impression and my S.Z. Cuddles Zackel impression.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I'll do that both tomorrow night. You have that to look forward to. That was Freddie DeCordova, the man with the silly sport coat that comes out at the end of the show, who was prompting me to do that. Anyway, Bernadette, your influences were like these strange things.
It's very strange. I was on Name That Tune when I was like 5 and 6 years old.
Do you know all music?
And I knew all the songs.
Sure you do.
Sure I do.
Did I read that you're doing a spread for Playboy? Is this our Bernadette? Doing something for Playboy? Is that true?
I did, yes.
Really? Mm-hmm. Gee, somehow I don't see you for, you know...
I didn't...
you don't have to.
No, I didn't show all, tell all.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Well, what was this exactly?
I just enticed.
Oh, just enticed.
What it is actually is lingerie through the turn of the century in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s and the 50s.
Oh.
It's really fun.
Kinky. Good, I like that. I like that. Because lingerie then is much more exciting than lingerie now. Now you have a body stocking, right? And what do you call those things? The nylons without the garters. What are they?
Pantyhose.
Pantyhose, yes.
Yeah.
Pantyhose. Right, so the lingerie and the... It slipped my mind. I'm not Joe Namath. It's not like it's on my lip. So you did that's a nice idea.
Yeah.
That is a nice idea.
Yeah, and I felt comfortable. The only time I didn't feel comfortable was when I was doing the modern day lingerie, because I felt like I was in my underwear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was just...
Have you seen the layout already? Does it look good and everything?
I haven't seen it yet.
And what issue does it come out on?
December.
Christmas. Well, be sure. Christmas. You got that, Doc?
I've got it marked down.
You do look like a Vargas painting yourself. You know that? You do.
Sometimes,
you really do. Something about you does. Are you going to do another song from the album?
Yes, I'm going to do a song. I'm going to do an Elvis Presley song.
Why not?
And Ira Newborn is going to accompany me on the guitar.
Ira Newborn?
You know Ira?
No, but I will. Ira Newborn and Bernadette Peters.
Don't, that's what you say each time that I hold you this way. When I feel like this and I wanna kiss you, baby, don't say don't. Don't leave my embrace, for here in my arms is your place. When the night grows cold and I wanna hold you, baby, don't say don't. If you think that playing. If you think that I don't mean every word I'm saying, don't feel that way. I'm your love and yours I will stay. This you can believe. I will never leave you. Heaven knows I won't. Baby, don't say don't.
Just love it. We'll be back with a lot more shows. Stay with us. We'll be back with a lot more show, in fact. Stay with us.